The stranger on the road home. It was a crimson sunset. The road leading to Emmaus stretched longer than ever. Two men walked in silence, their faces heavy with sorrow. Just 3 days ago, all of Jerusalem had erupted with news. Jesus, their teacher, had been crucified. They had believed he was the Messiah, the one who would redeem Israel. But now, it all seemed like a shattered dream. They didn't speak much. Only sighs broke the rhythm of their weary steps, accompanied by the sound of gravel crunching beneath their feet. Suddenly, a stranger approached, walking alongside them. "What are you talking about? Why do you look so sad?" The two men exchanged glances, surprised. How could anyone in Jerusalem not know what had happened? One of them, Cleopas, sighed deeply and answered, "Are you the only one unaware? Jesus, the one who performed miracles and taught about God's kingdom, was crucified. We had hoped that he was the one who would redeem Israel, but now it's been 3 days and nothing has happened." The stranger smiled gently and spoke with an authority that sent a chill through them. "Don't you understand? Didn't the Christ have to suffer these things to enter his glory?" Then he began to explain the scriptures, from Moses to the prophets, revealing to them everything written about the Messiah, the one who had to suffer to redeem humanity. Their steps felt lighter. Something ignited within their hearts. As they neared the village, the stranger seemed intent on traveling further, but they quickly reached for him. "Stay with us, for the evening is near." They sat together at the table. The stranger took the bread, gave thanks, broke it, and handed it to them. At that moment, their eyes were opened, their breath caught in their throats. Their hearts pounded. The stranger was Jesus. But just as they recognized him, he vanished. They leaped to their feet, no longer tired. They ran back the long road to Jerusalem, shouting to the disciples, "He is alive! We have seen him!" And in that moment, their faith was restored. No more doubt, no more fear. They now knew the truth. Jesus was not just a man, he was God, a life-changing moment. The story of the two disciples on the road to Emmaus is not just a historical event, it is a reflection of many of us today. How often have we walked down a path filled with doubt, confusion, and disappointment? How many times have we felt that Jesus was distant, that our faith was shaken by the storms of life? These two disciples had once held great hope. They had seen Jesus perform miracles, listened to his teachings, and felt his power. But when faced with the harsh reality of his death on the cross, fear and despair clouded their faith. They thought everything was over. But they didn't know. The story had only just begun. We are the same. When life gets hard, when our dreams crumble, when things don't go as we had hoped, it's easy to lose faith. But what is the most important lesson from this story? It is this: Jesus is always there, right beside us, even when we don't recognize him. The two disciples had walked a long road with Jesus himself, yet they didn't realize it was him. They were too consumed by their sorrow, their limited understanding of what should have happened. But Jesus didn't rebuke them or abandon them. Instead, he opened their hearts with the scriptures, explaining what they had failed to understand. And when the time was right, when their hearts were truly open, he broke the bread, and immediately they recognized him. That moment not only changed their lives, but serves as a powerful reminder for all of us. Sometimes, Jesus is right there, walking with us through our darkest moments, but we don't recognize him because we are too focused on our pain and disappointment. But if we open our hearts, if we seek him in his word, if we allow him to speak and guide us, we will see him clearer than ever before. Think about this. How many times has Jesus been there in your hardest moments, but you didn't recognize him? How many times did you think he was silent, when in reality, he was speaking to you through those around you, through his word, through small but meaningful events? A question for you. If you were one of the two disciples on the road to Emmaus, would you recognize Jesus? If he were walking with you right now, would you open your heart to listen? Remember this: he is always there, waiting for you to see him. If this story has touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue discovering the wonders of the Bible.